So as you've noticed, the title of this video is not the most fun topic to talk about, but I felt like it was important, and it's been on my mind a lot, and it's been rough lately. So here we go. I want to start off by saying that I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a dietitian, and I'm not any sort of medical anything that should be telling you what to do. So if you have any questions about your medical needs or your health needs or your food needs or anything like that, go to a doctor and ask them. Find a good doctor. I know that's sometimes rough, at least it was for me. So yeah, but don't just take it from me. I'm just telling my story and how I've been feeling. So I titled this video, "Why Am I Fat?" And it might sound like I'm being mean to myself, and I'm really not. That's not the point. The point is to get people's attention with this, because there's just been so many people who are not understanding of people who are overweight. So that's why I titled it that. I hope that none of you are offended by that, but it's how it is, because one, I am overweight. There's no hiding that. It's not a secret. It's not like, what? I know. You know, it's not that as big of a deal as people make it out to be. Let's answer that question. Why am I fat? Well, one, biology. Passed down, just how my body is. I've been overweight most of my life, and obviously that's a struggle. I think since like 3rd grade, 4th grade really is when I was never itty bitty, but that's when it started to really be an issue and started changing how people viewed me, which is, I'll get to that. Anyways, so yeah, just how my body is, one, you know, that's important. And I think a lot of people assume that overweight people are overweight because they don't take care of themselves. And while that may be true for some people, it's just not always the case. I mean, I was in 3rd grade. What do you think I was doing? Like, I was exercising and eating just like any other kid. So what do you think was the issue there? Yeah, so there's that. Then you put on that I started being chubbier than all the other kids. So then people started telling me, well, you should go on a diet. Literally while I was in elementary school. And I cannot tell you how detrimental that is to a child. And in fact, it makes it worse. People telling you, well, you can't have the cupcake because you're overweight already and it'll make you more overweight. That is horrible and makes kids eat worse, because when someone does let them have a cupcake, they're gonna have 10 because they never know if they're gonna have one again, because people are telling them that that's what's making them fat. And I mean, technically, because they're eating 10 later, but they could have just had one then, and they didn't need someone telling them they couldn't have it. That's horrible, especially when the other kids around them are eating cupcakes. Another thing, just to go along with that, is society standards, which make absolutely no sense. Society thinks that your worth is based upon if you are skinny or not, and that's insane. I have to tell you that I have a lot more to offer this world than how I look. And that's always puzzled me, is why are people focusing on this so much? Why is it so important to them how I look? I danced for 10 years, and the comments I would get were atrocious. One, it's not like I was, you know, in a ballet academy on stage in front of thousands of people. It was a community center that I went to dance because I loved it and I was good at it. and people making comments about my weight and saying that I shouldn't dance because of that, one, made me dance more. Two, like, what makes you think you can say that? And what has been put into your mind that makes you think you can say that this person shouldn't dance, which I it's horrible. And I was a child. Like, who says that about kids? It's just insanity. But that's what society has brought upon us, is making us think that being skinny is the #1 goal and you can't do anything unless you are. And I am trying to make that not a thing anymore. I'm trying to say that if you are talented in something, you should be able to do it regardless of how you look. And that's not okay to tell people you can't do something because of how you look. Makes no sense. Another reason why I may be more overweight than you are is my metabolism is different. It's completely different than your metabolism. And like my husband, his metabolism is insane. He stays thin regardless of what he eats and what he's doing because his metabolism is fast and mine is really slow. And to tell me that I should eat less and I should exercise more and that's gonna make me skinny is not true. I promise you. Well, it will make me healthier, and I like that. I like that it makes me healthy. It's not gonna make me lose tons and tons of weight. The only thing that will is making me restrict all of my food and make me not even eat food and to overly exercise. And I'm not gonna do that to my body, at least not anymore. That is unhealthy. What is healthy is me eating a very balanced diet, which you wouldn't know because you didn't ask, right? You're just looking at me assuming that she doesn't eat well. I tell you, I eat more vegetables than most of the people. I will say that plain out. One, because I love vegetables. I love how they taste. I like making them. I like making them taste good. I eat them every single day. So why do you get to say that I'm not healthy is the question. Most people that tell me that I'm not healthy don't know what I'm doing, for one, and two, aren't healthy themselves. Why do you think it's your business to tell someone anything about how they look? Why is it your business? You're not their doctor. You don't know anything about them. Why would you tell them you need to lose weight for your health? You have no idea. None of your business. If I come in and you're saying, oh, like she's gained some weight, she must not be eating as well, she must not be exercising, none of your business. Also, if that's true, you don't know why. So just stop, okay? I promise you that I'm trying to take care of myself and your comments are not helping. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And I'm speaking for a lot of the overweight community of people. They get this all the time. Like, oh, you put on some weight. You must not be doing well. Like, you don't know what's going on. Why are you even commenting? It's none of your business. None of your business at all. I'll get into some, let's say, happier things. Not so ranty, but what am I doing to make myself healthy so I feel good? What am I doing? Because society is telling me that I'm doing nothing because I'm overweight, which is insane. I really like being healthy. I like doing healthy things. I really enjoy exercising. I really enjoy eating healthy food and making it taste good. I enjoy all of these things, and yet society is telling me that I'm not doing them. And I feel like an insane person. I feel like I'm saying this over and over, that I'm doing all of these things, but it doesn't matter unless I'm losing weight. Striving to love my body and treat it well. And will that end up with me losing weight? Maybe. It's not my main focus, and I will say that straight out. It's not. It can't be for me and what I'm going through, but you wouldn't know that. Look, if you really want to know what's going on with someone's life, ask them. I'm sure they'll love to tell you what's going on. You do not need to comment about how they look or what they're doing, but you can ask them, like, hey, what's been going on? Do I still want to lose weight? I would say that I would love to lose some fat that I have that's keeping me from being as healthy as I want. It's keeping me from doing the exercises that I want, keeping me from being the best mom that I can be. But is it my main goal right now? Absolutely not. And that is for my health, and specifically my mental health. I have been killing myself my whole life trying to reach society standards about how I should look. And even when I got to a point where I felt so good and felt like I was really healthy, people still commented on my weight. And I will say I'm one of the lucky ones that most people don't say it to my face, which is another issue. But yeah, there's so many people out there that people get in their face and tell them how fat they are, especially on the internet. And it's just, that's enough. What does it matter? What does it matter to you? Who cares? It's their business. It's not a secret. Now, have I ever commented on someone's body before? Absolutely. And I'll tell you why. Because society tells you that's what you should be doing. So, am I blaming people for doing that? Not necessarily. I'm mostly blaming society and how we've grown up and how diet culture has been and how companies have taken advantage of people who want to be healthier. And I want to blame it on them solely, but people have choices. And I think back on any time I made a comment about how someone looked, and it breaks my heart because I know how much it hurts to hear that and how much confusion it brings up, especially when you're a child. And while I don't want to blame anyone for what they've said or how they feel, I do feel now that they should be able to get the knowledge that they need to understand that that's not okay and we need to stop. I'm not the largest I've ever been, but for the past 5 years it has been a lot of weight gain, a lot of scary weight gain that had nothing to do with my appearance but everything to do with my health. And I was really concerned, and a lot of people were concerned for me, and I appreciate that. But it wasn't from me overeating. It wasn't what I was eating. It wasn't my lack of exercise. None of that was what was going on. I had a few problems, and I still have a lot with my body. And the crazy part is, when I went to doctors to figure out what was wrong with me, all they told me was to lose weight. And I don't think I need to tell you why that's wrong, but that's what I believed for the past 3 years or so, is that I was killing myself. That I was doing this to myself and I needed to stop. But what I've been doing the past few months is proving to myself that that's not the case. Because no matter what I eat, no matter how much I exercise, no matter what goes on, the diseases I have cause me to gain weight. And the fact that I was overweight is not the reason that I have those diseases. And doctors told me that because it's an easy out. They gave me medication that didn't work and told me to lose weight. Weight that was almost impossible to get rid of. And still is. And the truth is that I'm sick. And it sucks. And I do not need to put that on myself. And even if someone has an eating disorder that makes them eat too much, they do not need to be putting it on themselves. That's why I'm making this video. So I know it's hard to hear, and I know that there's a lot of information that I haven't even talked about. But we need to, as a society, stop talking about people and their weight and how they look. I have so many things going on in my life that are so much more important than how I look. I don't need to be told that I'm fat and that I need to lose weight. I'm very aware, and so is everyone else. And I think I'm very lucky to have people who care enough about me, who can tell me, like, no, that's not what's going on. You don't need to be worried about that, instead of telling me I need to lose weight. I have people who tell me, look, eat till you're full. Do it. Eat every meal. Do it. There's also plenty of people who don't know what they're talking about that tell you you are bad. You are a bad person because of how you look. Don't listen to them. Why am I fat? That's how my body is. And it's okay. And it's no one's business but mine. Well-being and healthy behaviors are way more important than what's on the scale.